don't we?
We do. We're just trying too hard, I think.
Yeah, it really is. That's exactly what it is. We do want to be good. Okay, it's live already. Yay. Okay, my screen's not up yet, so I'm just gonna wave and smile. Wait for my screen to pop up. All right, looks like it's up for me and you. Okay, perfect. Welcome everyone. I am Lisa Zimmer, a doTERRA Blue Diamond, and I love to come on here live on Facebook every Monday at noon Central Standard Time and teach you how to do your doTERRA business more efficiently, simply, more profitable, and how to enjoy the journey and enjoy the process. I am a guru at systems and processes, marketing, wordsmithing, and helping people find their words and their way, regardless of what system or process you use. I love to help you tweak that with some of our tools. And I created all of our Zimmer tools back in Illinois. So I have a terrible frog in my throat, and I'll probably be doing that the whole time. So I apologize, everyone. Our tools to incorporate them into whether you use doTERRA's corporate empowered success system, if you're a sampler, not a sampler, if you only use Zimmer Tools, whatever your process is, we want to have solutions in place for you so that you can incorporate what we create into the system that you already have, right? Or if your system isn't working, we have systems and processes that you can start to adopt and see if they work better for you. So the reason I'm on here today, if you're watching this on YouTube, please, 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 even if you have to make a account just for oils education, please get on Facebook and join Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. It's a free Facebook group. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, probably thousands of dollars of free tools in our files tab alone. And my guest today is going to tell you some of the free tools that she uses and some of the tools that she purchases in her doTERRA journey. So I want to introduce Elizabeth. I posted her testimonial. I think it was just last week, wasn't it? Like maybe Monday or Tuesday. Yes. And Elizabeth uses a few of our tools, but she posted how she sent off the Zimmer trifold with her samples to someone. And the next thing she knew, she logged in and she had an email that said, "Hey, you've enrolled someone new." And she was like, "What?" So I want Elizabeth to share her own story, but I'm going to let you introduce yourself, tell them how long you've been doing doTERRA and what things you like to use and all that good stuff. So take it away, Elizabeth.
Awesome. Thanks, Lisa, for having me and allowing me to share. So I'm Elizabeth Tribble. I am from Illinois, and I've been with doTERRA about 6 years now, and I'm a premier, and I love using Lisa's tools. They just make sampling and sharing so simple. And that's what I need. I don't have a lot of time. I don't want to create my own stuff. I just want to grab something, throw it in an envelope, and send it off. And so I love using sampling along with Lisa's tools so people can have an oil experience wherever they are. I know a lot of people that are all over the country, and I can't go see them all. And so even especially during the pandemic, I'm not teaching in-person classes. I want to make sure that they have a great experience in their home where they are, and so that they are more interested in doTERRA and these wonderful gifts of the earth. And so I shared a testimony with Lisa that I had a friend that was dealing with some head tension. And so I sent her some samples, these little, I like the quarter drams of the sample vials. And I sent her some Copaiba and Deep Blue and Past Tense. And like I said, I was teaching a class on a Sunday night, I think, and I see this bubble pop up on my screen, enrollment, new enrollment. I'm like, I wonder who that is. But it was just so exciting. And so I sent her the samples of oil. She tried them. They worked for her. Her husband told her, if they work, get them. And so what I sent her along with the samples was, of course, some instructions on how to use the oils, the doTERRA Living Naturally trifold with my information. I like to circle the back. How do I purchase essential oils? how to get the best price so they know exactly what to do and where to go. It's simple, they can do it themselves. And then I will add one of Lisa's free tools, one of these trifold inserts: sleep, stress, and mood, digestive support, aches and discomfort. And then there's even a little space on here where you can write notes to show them how to use it, to tell them how to use it. So that's awesome. Or I'll put in a little essential oil instruction. You can write it out, or a little just insert that has all kinds of things on it: sleep, headaches. I found that somewhere. But just grab something, throw it in the envelope, take it to the post office. Super simple. They can enroll themselves. And so it was just an awesome experience. And not only that, but sometimes people are not ready right away. It might work for them, but maybe the financial time isn't right for them, or maybe it's not a big of a deal for them. And so sometimes months down the road, for instance, I sampled someone for stress and for maybe some super activity that the kids wouldn't sit still. And that was in November. And this morning, I got another surprise enrollment from a friend with the BOGO box. So these tools work, and it makes my life super simple and a lot easier.
My goodness, I couldn't have written that any better myself. Nice job. You were well prepared. I love it. All right, so I'm going to elaborate on a few things, and then I'm also going to ask Elizabeth some more questions about what she uses and how. So the reason this video was so important to me today is, again, if you've watched any of my prior videos, I don't sample. And so, but what I want to help, there are a lot of people that do like to sample, okay? And so we want to help you see how we have the tools regardless of whether you sample or don't sample, right? So you got to hear from Elizabeth some things that she did. So first and foremost, I want to set some boundaries for this group. Please don't contact Elizabeth privately and start interrogating her. There are 32,000 wellness advocates in this group alone, and she did not sign up to train you all, okay? So please don't contact her privately. That is not what she signed up for today. She signed up to share her story. For effective sampling, doTERRA has the Empowered Success System, and they have the Back to Basics. All right, you can go to those trainings for the sampling training. That is not my area of expertise. It is not something that I enjoy doing. We have a lot of countries that simply can't sample because sending a sample is $15 to $20 based on their postal systems. So we have to have answers for every different category of builder, okay? So for effective sampling, you can go to Empowered Success, Back to Basics, right? But for supplementing those processes and simplifying, you can't send, right, a 100-page booklet to someone with a sample to get the results that you want, all right? But you can send a Zimmer trifold. It's a single piece of paper, double-sided, folded in 3, and it's downloadable from my website, lisazimmer.net/shop, right? So simple. I also want to help you see how simple it is to do the exact same thing that Elizabeth does, right? Her belief is in oils experience first. My belief is in using our words and our tools to be powerful, and confidence that, hey, these work, let's go ahead and get you started, and they'll have an experience when their oils come in. Both work, all right? You have to figure out what works for you, right? So what's a good way to do this without the samples? If you have any of the Zimmer tools, right, you can literally pick by topic, like our make and take, for example. So say it was head and neck tension. I need to grab my tools and see what's a good one with head and neck tension on it, right? So the essentials make and take, you don't have to use them for just make and takes, right? The essentials make and take has the happy head recipe on there, right? And you can circle that and say, hey, here's what you need for your head and neck tension. And it lists oils from the starter kit and tells them what kit to start with, what oils to get next, all right? So you can send the intro trifold or the wellness trifold. They're both introductory to doTERRA. It tells them how to get started, how to enroll, right? The intro does not mention the wellness programs. The wellness one has a brief mention of wellness programs. The intro is more feminine with purple coloring and flowers. The wellness is more masculine with the orange and blue. So again, we have something for every audience, regardless if you're a male or female, your audience is male or female. All right. Point being, if you are not going to do the sampling because you tried it and it did not work for you, there are still tools to do exactly what Elizabeth did. Send something to them to help them get started. You can also, for those of you that were in WWZD 13, which is still available on my website, I have taken every single doTERRA product and created a bullet point, very simple graphic or PDF, both, that you can print out for each oil and send those with the make and take. If we don't have a make and take pertinent to your topic, you can just send those along with your trifold. Very simple, right? So again, you can email them, you can send them in the mail with a love note. I like old school marketing with sending things in the mail. So Elizabeth saw my post last week about how to maximize and you're also in WWZD 16, where we're digging deep. Last week, we dug deep and helped everyone get their make and takes collected and figure out make and takes to mail out to their customers and some labels as a little gift. And it prepped everyone well. So we're going to be able to sell a lot of BOGO boxes and help them get started, right? With a free membership this week because of the BOGO box, and all the different ways they can use those oils because they're pulling that information from the make and takes, right? And we're working on customer retention and helping them get their LRPs stronger and learning many ways to use these oils, right? Point being, we've got tools to help make it easier. Like Elizabeth said, I'm very busy, and I think you forgot to mention, so I wanted to point this out. You haven't been actively building for the full 6 years. She's been sharing and then just started building more seriously within the last year and a half, and it's part-time for you, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
I want to make sure that was clear. All right, so the trifold inserts that Elizabeth talked about with health concern listed, and they're all compliant. Everything in Biz Tips is compliant and on our website is compliant. Those are free in the Files tab of Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. All right, so go into the Files tab and look for trifold inserts. They're about half a dozen files down. All right, so I wanted to have Elizabeth show some of the tools that she's been using. So tell us which trifolds you have and why you were attracted to those and what you've been doing with them and what make and takes that you decided would be good for your process.
Okay. Well, of course, I love the intro trifold because I give it to everyone who's interested or who I send a sample to, so they have all the info in their hands. One of my most recent purchases was the nutrition with doTERRA Naturally. I had a friend who wanted to try out some of the items, so I grabbed this and printed it out and sent it right to her, and she enrolled as well. I love the doTERRA for Healthy Emotions because it's something that so many people deal with. So I do a lot of sampling for emotions and stress and anxious feelings. So this one is a must-have. I've taught classes from it as well. So it's just, I love the trifolds. You can do so much with them. And then the Vitality with doTERRA, Lifelong Vitality. This goes in all of my members' goodie bags. So I love that. And I have my oils now, what, and the recipe sheets that go in my goodie bag as well. And I also have the Sharing doTERRA Naturally trifold. So I can give that to class hosts or people that I think would be good at sharing. I just bought, with the sale, I bought the Path to Women's Wellness because most of my customers are women. And so this can benefit everyone. And so this is what I plan to send out, just like you showed us how to do in WWZD 16. And then my husband is a firefighter. So I know lots of people in not only firefighting, but law enforcement and military. So I got the Thank You for Your Service make and take. In fact, my new member that enrolled last week, she was a veteran. So she has some issues that I'm going to send her one of those as well. And
those are on
first
sale so far. Those first two are on the sale. So we have the
Yep.
Zimmer Tools. They've never been on sale in the 3 years that we've had them, and we have 15 make and takes on sale for $12. They're normally $25, and WWZD 1 through 6. So go snag those. That's good through March 31st. So good timing on that.
It's an awesome deal. And this was my first make and take, the Master Your Metabolism. I have used this to teach classes, and I'm actually teaching one tomorrow night with this as well. And great to send to anybody that wants to support their weight naturally. And then, of course, I have my oils now. What? And the favorite recipes sheets. Love those.
That's free in the files tab and Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. That's free for everybody. Yay. Well, awesome. So that's a perfect mix of handouts for your make and take mailing to your customers. So that's really good choices. All right. So let me check our video for questions and make sure that people are being taken care of and see. Andrea is calling you the poster gal for Zimmer Tools. And as you guys know, when I invite people to do these videos, I did spend 5 minutes asking Elizabeth a little bit about herself. But she was all prepared and ready to go. I don't have to coach or prep them. Elizabeth and I got to talk more than anybody pre-video. In fact, last week, the guests showed up right when the video started or 5 minutes after. So as you know, I don't spoon feed them this information, all right? So I love that you are the poster gal for the tools, right? Where do we find
like visuals?
Yes, me too. It makes it so easy. Pam asked, where do we find the free inserts for sleep, digestion, etc.? Those are in the files tab. Hey, Joanna, my upline Joanna, yay. All right, and most of people are saying happy BOGO week, yay. Okay, so for those of you like Elizabeth that have some of these tools, take a few minutes, go through your tools that you have that you've already spent money on and see which of these tools help you with the BOGO box and the BOGO oils. We know for the first time ever what every single oil is, which is unusual, but amazing because we can better prepare. Elizabeth today can go through every single one of her trifolds, all of her make and takes, see which ones expand the customer's knowledge and help them see the benefits of getting the BOGO box, right? For those of you watching and in the markets that have the BOGO box, if you do the math for the US market, you can go through and see that 4 of the oils out of the 13 in the BOGO box are $188. The BOGO box is $189.50. So for $1.50 more, they get 9 oils for $1.50. All right, magical marketing with math. You learn that in Lisa's WWZDs. I hope you all understand that and are taking advantage of as many BOGO boxes as you can. Plus, as business owners or customers, doesn't matter. If you order the max of 5, if you order 5 BOGO boxes, you're going to earn, I think, even at 10%. Darn, I did the math the other night. Even at 10% rewards, maybe it's 20%, you're going to earn enough in rewards to pay for your own BOGO box. I've done the math a few different ways. At 30% rewards, you're going to get more points than what your own BOGO box costs. All right. So make sure and explain that to your customers, right, that you could potentially help them become shares. Hey, help 5 people get BOGO boxes and you're going to earn that math I've done. It's 20%. If you help 5 people get BOGO boxes and help them enroll with it, you're going to earn $184.50. All right. Thanks to my friend Laura for that math, who's in WWZD and learned how to use magical math for effective marketing, right? So 5 enrollments. This is the way to grow your shares right now, okay? Shares and builders. If you have people that are like never going to do that and they're going to order for others, even though we don't love that, they're still going to earn, especially if they're the 30% rewards, they're going to earn more. If they order 5 BOGO boxes and they order 1 for themselves and help 4 friends get it, they're going to earn more in rewards probably if they're at the 20 to 30% than, excuse me, than what their BOGO box costs, so they can get it for free, right? In addition, go through your tools, see what tools you have that help your customers learn more about eucalyptus, about lavender, about lemon. I'm trying to remember what all is in the BOGO box, right? We have oils from the BOGO box on every Zimmer tool, except for Beautiful and Citrus Bloom, right? But we all know everybody needs to have those because those are the top two limited time offer oils that you can't get otherwise, that we don't have to do a lot of education on because we've already gotten everybody to love it that's in doTERRA already. And so they're going to want the BOGO box just for that. But right, go through your tools. And so like today, Elizabeth can go through her tools and say, okay, master metabolism talks about these oils, circle the ones that are in the BOGO box, right? And screen shoot them, email them, send them off. You don't have time for snail mail, right? But she can send those off. She can go through her back office and see who, based on the most current update, hasn't ordered the BOGO box yet. Send them an email quick with the make and takes and the trifolds or screenshots, a few, whatever you have, all right? And either circle or open them up on your phone, screen shoot them. Like with my iPhone, I can screen shoot it and I can circle the oils that are in the BOGO box, or I can just send them those screenshots as they are and say, hey, I really think you're going to want the BOGO box, and we're going to do more education this week, but don't miss out on the BOGO box because it's going to sell out quickly. It's that good. Don't you think, Elizabeth? This is by far the best priced BOGO box with the 9 oils basically free, or 9 oils for $1.50. But for me personally, it's the best BOGO box because I use all of the oils. Usually there's something in there that's like, I use that once in a while, or I don't really like that one. What's your feedback on that?
Yeah, definitely. Probably the one, I mean, most of them I do use pretty regularly. Blue Tansy, I could definitely use more, most likely. I guess I just need to get to know it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm glad you asked this or mentioned that, because Blue Tansy was not one that I used on a regular basis. I used it for a Blue Tansy challenge. It was like the Blue Tansy Big Toe Challenge last year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And it was effective, but then it was like, I don't want to take the time, blah, blah, blah. When I went through my cataract surgery and was really, really struggling physically and emotionally because it didn't go well, I had someone helping me with emotional processing and what oils to use. And every day she was like, Blue Tansy, Blue Tansy, Blue Tansy, Blue Tansy. So if you guys, please, you got to teach people about Blue Tansy or they're not going to understand the value in it. Go grab your book, read through the benefits of Blue Tansy again, and go live and talk about Blue Tansy reading from the book in your private members group, all right? And then publicly make sure you go compliant. But we've got to go live, and that is a good one. I'm glad you mentioned that, right? Because that's a higher priced oil, and we want to make sure they understand the value in that and how powerful it is. So Blue Tansy now needs to be, I've gotten better at, part of my daily routine, whether it's the big toe or I have it in a dropper bottle with other oils, so it's not as bright blue as well, diluted with fractionated coconut oil. And I do a dropper across my abdomen every morning and massage it in, and I do it again at night. It's all calming, stress. I say sleep oils, but it doesn't make me sleepy during the day. I've educated more on that in Yay Oils public education, right? But it's your turn to dig into those books and go live today, if you didn't already this weekend, about the BOGO oils, and know then that you've got those tools to support you. All right, I want to make sure that we told people where to find the free tools. In the files tab of the Facebook group, Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, you have I have my oils now what, plus the favorite recipes page. And the favorite recipes page, I think, covers just about every oil except Blue Tansy, Beautiful, and Citrus Bloom. I'm pretty sure the favorite recipes page touches front and back on just about every oil in that BOGO box. Blue Tansy came out after we did that favorite recipes page, and then Citrus Bloom and Beautiful or LTOs, limited time offer items. So we don't list them on there. And then the trifold inserts that Elizabeth talked about are free in the Files tab. And then regardless of what process you use, get good at it. Right? It's that simple. Do you use 60-second enrollment then? Are you getting more comfortable with that script?
I do use it. I do need to become more comfortable with it so it just rolls off my tongue, but I do love what you got going on.
That easy?
I can say that.
Right?
It's the rest of it that needs to flow better.
Yep. All right. So I want to do a little bit. Oh, we're still at only 26 minutes in. Yay. All right. So I do want to go over that just really briefly today, and then I'm going to wrap up so y'all can go share your BOGO box stuff. All right. But 60-second enrollment, I believe there's a script in the Files tab. We work in WWZD courses with everyone on Zoom, with posts, with testimonials, with sample screenshots that people share. In WWZDs, we really, really dig into helping you level up in your systems, processes, your scripts. We just loaded, did you see I just loaded a whole bunch of scripts this weekend for, okay, good. So in WWZD 16, we have scripts for BOGOs. I loaded my entire BOGO Dropbox. My actual Zimmer BOGO Dropbox link is in there, the real one that I use. So as I add more images for this week, you're all going to get them in WWZD 16. I have a folder for what I do before BOGOs. I have a folder for what I do during BOGOs. I have all my BOGO scripts. Everything's in WWZD 16. So if you want to rock it this week, you got to get into WWZD 16 because they literally give you everything. What I'm going to be loading every day is enrollment kits with BOGOs and savings and all the images for those. So you'll get those every single day in WWZD 16. We've got all the BOGO box images in there for marketing, new enrollments, LRP customers, every script and how to implement it, training videos on how to do it. So if you like to see a video training, we've got that. If you like to see it in words, we have that in a doc, everything that you need, right? So we have got to find our words and our way. And 60-second enrollment is free. 60-second enrollment script. When Elizabeth reaches out to me, right? Let's pretend she's Susie Q customer and she says, tell me about your oils, right? Awesome. I can totally help you with that, Susie Q. Tell me what you got going on. See how Elizabeth said that and how that just turned into tell me what you got going on, right? They're going to tell you what you got going on, what they got going on. You can lead them, right? Do you have trouble with sleep, stress, feelings of anxiousness, aches and discomforts, right? You're going to use your real words, right? When you're talking to people, right? We stay compliant publicly on social media, but when we're talking to people, we want to help them understand what we're really talking about with the oils. Tell me what you got going on. Anyone in the family, or do you have any troubles with? Tell me what's going on with you, right? And start your relationship. Ask them about them. Tell me what you got going on. I can totally help you with that. The best place to start. We have awesome extra discounted starter kits where you can get a free account with doTERRA and free oils. Here's this option for this price and this option for this price. Which are you most comfortable with? It's going to help with. Repeat back what they say. Go to the Files tab, find the script. Get in WWZD. I don't care which one at this juncture, preferably 16 because it'll be the most effective for people. And I'm going to keep so many people were wanting to pay for leadership, pay for BOGOs, pay for Zimmer Tools that are on sale, pay for sale WWZDs, get into WWZD 16, that we went ahead and extended the sale for the tools and the WWZDs and the early bird pricing for WWZD 16. Usually when it starts, the price goes up. We've extended the discounted WWZD 16 price all the way through March 31st. So it's going to go through the whole training period. Time ends this weekend. But Elizabeth, you've taken my courses. You know I'm usually kind of hanging out. And if anything new comes out, I still hang out in WWZD and give you all the free tools and stuff, right? So get in there because we have it discounted through the end of the month, all right? You've got to get good at your words. You've got to have simple processes like Elizabeth demonstrated today. Simple processes so that you don't have to work so hard to procure those enrollments, right? She's mailed out trifold in November and got an enrollment today out of nowhere. And when was your head and neck tension you mailed out? When did you mail that out to her?
I think it was the week before last. So it was within a week that she enrolled.
And
It
enrolled
was
with
pretty
someone.
fast.
All right. I don't want to set you up for unrealistic expectations. And I love that Elizabeth had two examples, how both were success. One was she enrolled herself within a week. The next one, it took December, January, February, March, 4 months for the 4 or 5 months for the person to do it. The point is they still did it because she used the tools and followed the process. All right. All right. Let's check questions and then we're going to wrap up. All right.
Just have to be patient sometimes.
Patience is one of our biggest challenges, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, I think we're good. I don't see a ton of questions. Everybody's sharing the way that they use the BOGO oils so to help one another. And Linda likes the math on the helping people order BOGO boxes or helping friends get started with BOGO boxes. So theirs are free. We can thank Laura for that. All right. Heather says, this is awesome. Do you send the entire make and take handout? I'm always hesitant because it's copyrighted. So Heather, what I do at the Zimmer system is, you are correct. It is normally against copyright to send that tool to someone because you can't distribute the actual file. At the Zimmer system, I give you permission to send it to customers who are not redistributing it. All right. So it is okay for Elizabeth to send the make and take to people to enroll them. All right. She cannot send it to her sharers and builders who are going to redistribute it. Right. That is against my terms of use on the website. Right. You cannot give the tools that you purchase to someone else to use. That is illegal. All right. But you can give them to customers. It's just like handing out, well, it's just like handing out any tool, right? We ordered tear pads, or used to in the good old days, right? Tear pads, and we'd hand them to customers. Now, if that customer wanted to Xerox that or copy that, that's illegal, right? It's illegal for them to copy it and redistribute it. I remember people used to do that and I'd get so upset. I wasn't even selling the tools, but I'm like, you can't do that. That is illegal, right? So same thing with the Zimmer tools. It's just the digital download version. Right? So you use them effectively and efficiently to help get people started with their own accounts, to help customers use them. But once someone is going to redistribute them, right, they have to purchase them. That is copyright. And I give you some leeway there so that you can email the digital downloads. All right. So hope that's clear. All right, I think that's it. We'll wrap up. 30 minutes, nice, short, sweet. Thanks for your time today, Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. And let me check my notes one more time, make sure we didn't miss anything. To recap, Zimmer printables, the bullet point benefits of every single doTERRA product are free in WWZD 13. So if you have not ordered that yet, that is available on lisazimmer.net/shop. Plus you get hundreds of dollars in other free tools. We went kind of crazy in like WWZD 13, 14, 15, and 16 and free tools. There's literally, the Zimmer printables alone took 2 years to build, folks. They took 2 years to build. Plus we add to that, and my assistant Lindsay just loaded Citrus Bloom. Beautiful. So once you have access to my Zimmer printables Dropbox, I am continuing to maintain it for you and add new products and LTOs to it as they're needed. And so it's not just a one and done. Okay, so the Zimmer printables Dropbox has everything for Citrus Bloom and Beautiful as well. All right, what else? The WWZD 16 has everything BOGO. WWZD 15 has everything nutrition products and daily healthy habits kit, plus other goodies. 14 has cleanse, my entire cleanse Dropbox. All right, so make sure you get in those, grab those tools, do the additional trainings, later when BOGOs are over. We're going to have a little bit of a gap between WWZDs this time. I need some time to go on spring break with my family. I need some time for y'all to catch up. A lot of you are ordering WWZD 1 through 6 because they're on mega sale right now through the end of the month. I want you to have some time to go back in and catch up on those. So we're going to have some lag time between WWZD 16 and 17. So grab those tools. You can get your make and take mailer sent out if you didn't get them sent out recently. Get it caught up on WWZDs. You can revisit the WWZDs that you've already bought and make sure that you're implementing the systems and processes that we've already talked about, newsletters, love notes, make and take mailers, all that good stuff. All right. Great job, Elizabeth. You're hired.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. You guys have a good week. Go BOGO and happy oiling. Bye.